Hello and welcome to this video series. My name is Pastor Sam and I'm here to teach on the life of Jesus. Yes, I said the life of Jesus. I am so excited to teach these video series. So you know what to do. If you like the videos, click subscribe, share, comment, like, and let's get right on in here. Now, to teach this video series, I'm going to use the Bible, but I'm going to use it in a very unique way. See, most times as we look at the Bible, it's written not in chronological order, nor is it written necessarily in historical order. The Bible, remember, are just a collection of letters written by different authors over many years. And so what I'm going to do is really break down the life of Jesus, taking the scriptures, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and I'm going to build it and present it to you in a chronological, historical fashion. In other words, it's going to be kind of like the autobiography of Jesus. Don't forget, if you like these videos, and I know you will, click subscribe, click share, like, comment, give me feedback, and follow me on my other social media handles. So let's dive right on in. So this video series, which is my very first video, and I'm really excited about it, I'm going to talk about the incarnation of Jesus, and I'll explain that in a minute. After that, my next video, and I'll have a different video and a different topic, again, just climbing the ladder, just going in a historical autobiographical fashion. So my next video will be about Jesus and his birth. The next video, I will talk about Jesus and his childhood. Yes, Jesus was a child. He was a boy. And we have very limited information on how his experiences were as a child, but I'll just present what I do have. And then after that, I'm going to talk about his baptism, which is essentially his calling, how he got into ministry. And then after that, we'll look at the great temptation that was in the wilderness. We'll look at how Jesus chose his disciples. Then we're going to go into his ministry, his sermons, his prayers, his teachings, his healings. And then unfortunately, we'll have to deal with subject matters like his betrayal, as well as his eventual trial and crucifixion. But we then build towards his resurrection and his ascension, and ultimately the period in time where we are now, the blessed hope, praying and hoping for his return. Again, remember, subscribe, like, share. Subscribe, like, share. Give me comments, give me feedback. So the incarnation, we simply believe as Christians that Jesus existed before time. In other words, he was just not born into Jerusalem or Bethlehem. He actually existed before time. Yes, isn't that amazing? He existed before time. And there's scriptures that support that. And so I believe it. Some people don't, but I believe it. I believe the Bible. I believe Jesus existed before time. There are three scriptures that are very important for this particular video series. It's John, that's in the New Testament. Remember, John was actually Jesus' cousin. Yes, his first cousin. Not only was John Jesus' first cousin, but he was one of Jesus' trusted advisors and best friends. And so to me, he's a pretty authoritative figure. And so if he wrote this letter to the churches, and we call it the book of John, then he was a firsthand account of Jesus himself. He was not some third person. He literally was there. So the book of John, the first chapter, 1 through 5, and then the book of John, the first chapter, the 14th verse, and then ultimately also the book of Isaiah, which is found in the Old Testament, Isaiah 9, verse 6 through 7. Now let's talk just a little bit about scripture. You heard me mention before that the Bible is written really as a collection of stories, more like an encyclopedia than how we think of a book. And so the Old Testament, which is the first part of the Holy Bible most of us are familiar with, was really just a collection of stories and letters that the Jewish people used to remind each other of their relationship with God. But as we fast forward to the New Testament was really Jesus' followers and disciples writing letters and giving each other advice and just commenting on the life of Jesus. And so none of these letters or stories were really meant to be put into any collection of what we call a Bible, but it's amazing that they have lasted through time as they have. And just to show you how amazing God is, here, I was going to say in this century, but in the previous century, the 21st century, or excuse me, the 20th century, the Dead Sea Scrolls were actually found. And part of these Dead Sea Scrolls was a writing from the author Isaiah. And that's where we get a lot of the prophecy or the predictions about Jesus and his birth long before Jesus ever existed. And that's just absolutely incredible. So we have found actually 1,000-year-old scrolls that have been validated by scientists who are really, they don't have an iron in the fire. And so these writings have been proven authentic, and it just really just lines up to a lot of our beliefs that the Bible is real. Jesus' life and many important features of his life was predicted by Isaiah. So what do we believe? Do we believe Jesus is the Son of God? Do we believe Jesus is the Son of Man? Do we believe that Jesus was just a prophet, just a wise teacher? That's for you to decide. If Jesus was just a man and not God, he wouldn't have existed before time. Why would many prophets, including Isaiah, prophesy or predict his existence? If he was just an angel, we don't know of angels eating and drinking and being born and having brothers and sisters. And if he was just a prophet, why would thousands of people risk their lives to proclaim that he resurrected from the dead? What I find amazing is Jesus' impact on the world. Just think about it. Even the very time our clock, our watches are set to Jesus' time. 2021, 2022, after the birth of Jesus. Think about it. There's billions of people across the world of different cultures, races, religions, who claim Jesus is their Lord. There has been no other religion, no other person that has had this impact on the world. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. Again, subscribe, like, share, feedback, comments, follow me on social media. I thank you in advance for all the support. So on next week, on our next video series, we're going to talk about the birth of Jesus, which is an amazing thing to talk about. So wherever you're at, I love you. God bless you. Romans 9 and 10. Look it up. Bye-bye.